Hi, my name's Dee, your Professor of Woo Woo, and welcome to Sunchild Tarot, and welcome to a special and rather impromptu video. I hadn't been planning to be filming today, but you may have noticed on pretty much every reading that I've done recently, I mentioned that I interviewed Travis McHenry from Bloodstone Studios, who created the Angel Evoking Tarot and my trusty old Demon Possessed Tarot, my Oracle of Heaven and Hell. And so after the interview, we carried on talking for quite a while, and he asked me if I'd received a copy of their Dracula Tarot, which I hadn't. So he very kindly, because I think I was on my Kickstarter ban. You know, if you like tarot, as I say, Kickstarter is a wonderful place if you've got the money. But otherwise you can soon spend a fortune. But anyway, so this morning, knock at the door, I get my delivery from Bloodstone Studios. So I thought that I would do an unboxing video. So as you can see, packaged really well. That's why this camera's here, so you'll be able to see what's in it. I've actually got, other than I know it's the Dracula video, I have no idea what else is in this box. Tarot. I don't know. It's like I say, I wasn't prepared for filming today. I can barely get my words out, but I think it's also because I'm a little bit excited. So now let me bring up the big camera. So as you can see, beautifully packaged. So we have little letter, and which I won't read now. I'll save that for later. Little bookmark. Oh, I like that. So lovely dragon motif, which immediately brings to mind the story of St. George and the Dragon, but that's also because I've just seen a picture of it. And here we have the Vlad Dracula Tarot. So let me do it. I have to confess I'm not a fan of shrink wrap, but it has no doubt preserved it. And it's better than the box lid bouncing about. And let's get rid of all this here. Right, so here we have the Vlad Dracula Tarot. So, beautiful book, beautiful book. I do like these little books. So just, this is interesting. So, Vlad paying tribute to the Ottomans is the Four of Coins. So these are scenes from either within the book or within history of Vlad the Impaler. Let's see what the introduction says. So let me bring myself back here. When I first began writing this, I assumed it would be enough to simply post a short caption next to an image of the tarot card. However, after a trip to Romania, he's been to Romania as well, I'm so jealous. And after pushing past the modern historians and researching the original source material, I realised there were stories that had not yet been told, or at least interesting details that had been glossed over by previous Dracula scholars. So it talks about drawing research from a biography of Vlad the Impaler here. Using the tarot, so we have our normal. Sorry, I'll put it where you can see it. We have our normal descriptions like you get from any tarot book, but I really love, we've got full colour pictures in here, we've got the divinatory meanings, and we've got the period of history or a little story for each card. Now, I love this sort of thing. You know, when I've been using the mythic tarot, I'm always happier when I can remember which particular legend it's talking about, which doesn't happen always, I have to say. My memory is not that good. So let's have a look at the cards themselves. Come with that trusty little plastic strip that, I don't know about you, it always takes me ages to throw that away. Because especially when it's a box set like this. So let me bring the cards up. So the Fool, look at the colour. I love the artwork style as well. The Magician, you see all the traditional symbols. We have the knife, the coin, the cup. And my brain's just gone blank. The wand, of course it's the wand. You wouldn't tell that I partly do this for a living, would you? High Priestess, Empress. The cards themselves, gold foil edged, as you may notice here. Beautiful gold foiling. And that's this gold foiling that they use lasts. These are my Demon Possessed Tarot, which I've had for a long time, and you've seen how much use I get out of those. And also the same with my Oracle of Heaven and Hell. So absolutely long-lasting, beautiful gold foiling. Nice chunky. I mean, you can tell that they're quite chunky cards because not normally a lot of my tarot decks are only, say, about that thick. So it's a good card stock it's made of. So here we go. Let's have the walkthrough, the Chariot, the Hermit, Justice. I quite like that. And I really like the Hanged Man one. That's very interesting with the impaled goat that's there. Is that sense of sacrifice that immediately comes in. Death, Temperance, the Devil, the Tower. One thing I often find with these gold foil ones, though, you have to flick them a little bit so that they separate. So the Tower, the Star. That's quite grim, really, isn't it? But I really like it. The Moon, the Sun. There's two cards there. Judgment. Now the World, with Vlad Dracula anointed as... Oh, now how do I pronounce that? Voivode? Voivode. And then we get onto the minor arcana. So they're not pip decks. Each one has a little reminder, thankfully, with my memory, about what the card is about. Here we go. Here's that 4 of coins we first saw. Vlad paying tribute to the Ottomans. Now that, interestingly, puts a rather different spin on the card, doesn't it? Especially when the next one along is Vlad attacking foraging Ottoman soldiers for the 5 of coins. So there's loads of themes of ownership, power, possession going on in this deck. It will definitely find its place. 6, 7, 8 of coins. I have found an extra ducat. I like that. So when I see these themed type decks, obviously the original theme is something that has to stay in mind. I will read intuitively from the picture as well, because, well, that's the way I read cards. And keep sort of one part of my mind on what the actual card signifies in general. But it is more the intuitive side, but actually having a full background with these cards. Let me carry on. So go back to the main bit. So we have the 9 of coins, 10, Page, Knight of coins, Queen, King. It's interesting. Dan the Third, I never even knew there was any King Dans, but Dan the Third forced to dig his own grave. This book is going to be absolutely invaluable in reading on these. So you may see it making an appearance. So let's on more than once if I want to double check on something. Ace of Cups, 2, 3. Let's move it so the sun's not shining quite so much on it. Sunshine. I'm in Britain, but we actually have some sunshine today. 4 of Cups, 5, 6. Now that's a very interesting. Let's have a look. Serving soup from a boiled thief. While the thief is busy, well, he's either trying to steal that cup or he's been put in there to clean them while he's being made soup of. How interesting. It is pretty grim, to be honest. For the 8 of Cups, Saxon traitors boiled alive. 10 of Cups, Page. You'll have to excuse the cards still sticking together, but obviously they have literally just come out of the box. And I really like this art style as well. Queen, King, an impaling stake for the Ace of Wands, here called Staves. 2 of Stakes, the deceit of Hamza and Catabolinus. No idea what that's about. I will read the book. But again, what an interesting slant on the idea of the 2 of Wands. 3, 4, 5 is in there as well. There we go. Wallachians fighting the Ottomans. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of Wands. Vlad Dracula dining among the impaled. Now, there's not a lot of wounded warrior about that one, is there? Unless you reverse the role, and that which has been vanquished is the wounded warrior. 10 of Stakes, Page, Knight, Queen, King. There we go. The Ottoman Killage, that must be the name of their sword. Cutting the ears off a Turkish slave for the 2 of Swords. That works, doesn't it? The whole idea of where the lady is sat blindfold, there is something that she is deliberately ignoring in that 2 of Swords card, or being unable to perceive. 3 of Swords, 4, 5, 6, 7 of Swords, Vlad's narrow escape. I like that. That's definitely in theme, isn't it? There's Vlad led to Hungarian captivity. 8 of Swords, 9, 10, Page, Knight, Queen, and King. I have to say, I am very impressed with this deck indeed. The art style is quite distinct. It does remind me of some medieval art. I think it's maybe a bit more stylized than that for the modern consumption, so it may be closer to what we think the medieval art is like than what the medieval art was like, because let's face it, it's printed better. But what beautiful cards. I am very, very impressed. So you can expect to see my Vlad Dracula Tarot starting to appear in readings whenever I'm led to them, because when I do my selection of readings, because as you know, I've got plenty of tarot, I work along all my tarot decks in a drawer and go, right, which one wants to come out? And the ones that feel that I can feel that little bit of warmth or a little bit of cold or a little bit of something, then that's what comes out. So, yes, there you have it. The Vlad Dracula Tarot from Bloodstone Studios, from Travis, and this is great. This is These are beautiful. So, thank you very much. I hope it was useful for you. You can still get these, I believe, from the Bloodstone Studios website. And if you can't, I wouldn't be surprised if Rockpool will start doing them so you can get them from Amazon at some point as well. I think these are definitely out of the original print run. So thank you very much, and normal service will be resumed next video. Cheers.